get this amount.
Yeah, it is a look back. It's the 5-week look back. That is the same look back used to know if we like if we have our 90 PV to be active.
Okay.
I mean, okay, wait. So, but then I'm not done yet. Then I go. Don't. Okay, then for my volume, I click on, so because that report won't show you.
Oh, okay.
So I click on from the homepage volume.
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me? Thumbs up if you can, since some of you are muted. All right. So I was still listening to the end of Ellen on the Power Crew / Ellen / Holly call. I don't know if anyone else was on there. I thought they were going to be done a little quicker. So that's why we didn't start at 9:45. But anyway, hello. I think this is recording. So this is your heads up. I think it's set to like auto record now when I'm on my desktop. And I have all these lights in my eyes behind it. I'm trying to maximize you all. Okay. Everybody's muted. Good. So we haven't done a call in a while, but when we do, we always start with Jesus calling. So let me do that. Hopefully a few more people will jump on in the meantime. And then if you have anything to talk about, tonight's your night. So if there's anything on your mind or on your heart, feel free to interrupt me, because I'm definitely not talking for 40 minutes this time like I usually do. Okay, today is Wednesday, July, I think I'm on the right day, 11th. Is that right? I don't want to read the wrong day. Anybody know? Thumbs up if it's the 11th. Charity says yes. Okay, so we always start with this. And I didn't think this was going to be very applicable when I just sort of opened this and flipped to it and was reading it. But July 11th, Jesus Calling by Sarah Young. Worship me only. Idolatry has always been the downfall of my people. I make no secrets about being a jealous God. Current idols are more subtle than ancient ones because today's false gods are often outside the field of religion. People, possession, status, and self-aggrandizement are some of the most popular deities today. Beware of beware of bowing down before these things. False gods never satisfy. Instead, they stir up lust for more and more. When you seek me instead of the world's idols, you experience my joy and peace. These intangibles slake the thirst of your soul, providing deep satisfaction. The glitter of the world is tinny and temporal. The light of my presence is brilliant and everlasting. Walk in the light with me, thus you become a beacon through whom others are drawn to me. And I want to focus on the word beacon because each of you is a beacon to someone who needs you out there. And the other thing that hit me with that is sometimes when we're in a message thread with a person who's either ignoring us or giving us all the objections, like we might think that's the biggest thing in the world. And I hope that all of us have something bigger in the world than a single message thread with a single person who might be too busy to respond or whatever. And hi, Mandy. Oh, my goodness. We even have Mandy from way over in Pacific time zone tonight. Hi. You must not have your group going on in July that you usually do at 6 o'clock. Or wait, that was Tuesdays. Oh, good. Well, it's nice to see your face. All right. So the only thing I want to talk about is at our Super Sunday, we were lucky. We had Jeff Mathewson here from corporate. And he went on a long talk, which I recorded, and I'll put in Bomb Squad after this. But he had what I thought was a really good presentation, although I didn't think it resonated with most of the room. And if you have a piece of paper, everybody have a piece of paper? I have this manila folder. So what I want you to do is pretend like you're drawing like a city. I don't know if anyone's ever been to, like Columbus, Ohio is the one I think about that has a beltway. So draw a circle almost on your whole piece of paper. And if you have like 2 pieces of paper that you can use not for notes, like just 2 blank pieces, then that's going to be a little easier. This is going to be real quick and scribbly. Scribbly. So draw your circle. And he was talking about Paris, France. So I've never been to Paris. I didn't know this, but apparently they have a beltway in Paris. And he said within the beltway are all the cool things in France. Okay. So maybe for you, you can be Disney World is your city, or a city that you know that you're familiar with, that there's some things in there that are good. So if you want to, if anybody has an idea on some things that are in a city and you want to unmute and throw out some ideas. So let's just use Disney World because I think we all are familiar. So in your circle, draw who has a castle in Disney. Belle, Rapunzel. I don't know how to spell Rapunzel. So just draw a little, it doesn't matter where they are. Each little princess. Who else is a princess? Pocahontas, Snow White, Cinderella. Who am I missing? Unmute if you can help me. Or type them in the chat if you're afraid to talk.
Ariel.
Ariel, good one. Any others?
If you want to get new, you got Moana, Moana isn't better.
Moana, all right, good one. Oh, who's
Who's the Frozen?
Who's Brave, the arrow girl? Who's that? I
don't know her name.
Brianna's got this. Oh, I thought Brianna was going to talk. She just turned off her thing. Maybe not. All right.
Merida.
I didn't hear you.
Her name is Merida.
Merida. All right.
Isn't Elsa too, the one in Frozen? Maybe.
Elsa. So I think I have 9 so far. It's a whole new world. Who's that?
Jasmine.
Jasmine. That's like my favorite song to sing whenever something. Tell anybody. All right. So some people go to Disney for just one of those, right? Because they're like addicted. But there's other things in Disney. So throw out some other things. Who else is there? Mickey. Goofy.
Star Wars now.
Star Wars. What else is in there? Anybody got anything? Tell you what, if we get 2 more things, then we're done writing things in because my city's getting pretty full.
Are we just talking people or are we talking things?
Anything that might be in there.
Rides.
How about beer around the world at Epcot? So there's Epcot, there's Animal Kingdom. So
there's shows.
There's shows. Okay, so what Jeff said was in that city in Paris, everybody doesn't go to Paris for the same reason, to visit, okay, or to live or whatever. But they go to the city for maybe 1 or 2 of those, hundreds or thousands of things that are in the city, just like Disney. So he started drawing these spokes, in that are coming from all over, from whatever the country is or the neighboring countries. So draw some spokes. Those represent just different highways, pathways to get to the city, to get downtown or to get to Midtown or to get to the Animal Kingdom or to get to Epcot or whatever else is there, to the Magic Kingdom, okay? And just to kind of speed this along, and you can listen to Jeff's version, his is a lot longer than this one was, but he basically said that inside of here, and he has a graphic, that's all of Team Beachbody. So some people might want to come to that opportunity to teach classes. So that would be what being a live instructor would be. Some people just need a snack bar. So maybe Beach Bars is a road to get into our team. You know what I mean? Some people just need a supportive community of like rocking women and who are going to support them and be positive because maybe they don't have that right now in their life. So each road, what I would like you to do on your spokes is let's kind of switch it. Instead of it being Disney, let's get the new piece of paper and as quick as you can, big circle, write different things in there, live classes, Core de Force, Home Workout, Insanity, or the names of the trainers, Autumn, Shanti, whatever. So anyone that wants to yell out a couple now, feel free to unmute and go ahead. Let's just get a few things written in there. Shakeology, Energize,
Beach bars.
Beach Bars. Anything else?
To be mindset.
Oh, that's a great one. Who said that? Bonus points for you. Mandy, yes. So the 2B mindset people aren't coming to Disney to do live, like to be a trainer right now, probably. That's probably two different. I mean, it might be the same person. We don't want to totally judge anybody. But is this making sense? Like the concept that Jeff said? So I was like, wow. And then draw some spokes into your Beachbody city, which is basically your team or my team, which is the Bomb Squad, which all of you are on, or Tiff's team, which is Team Project Fitness, which some of you are on. But you have your own team, or you're going to soon. Liz's team is called Team Brunch, and that stands for something. She's driving home from Ohio right now. So shout out to her for jumping on even while driving. Be careful, Liz. Or all of us are also on Power Crew, which is Cam's team. And then all of those people and all of us are on Holly's team, which is Team Fit Finances. And then there's the big team, which is Platinum Presenters, which is Christine Dwyer. And then, of course, we're all on Team Beachbody. So whatever team that you need, you can go to those people and you can invite people to that too. Like our team includes the #1 master trainer in all of Beachbody for 2017, Cam. So we're super lucky because I'm not really a live instructor. It's not really my thing. I'm not really a fitness guy. So when I find someone that's into that, we have a highway straight to the top person in all of Beachbody. And what Jeff said on his little spokes was maybe use a couple of these roads, a couple spokes to get to your city, but you don't have to be good at all of them. You don't have to use every one of them, especially not for every person that you're talking to. Maybe your jam is 2B mindset, and all you got to do is make that like the 8-lane highway straight into your team. And that's the only highway you need to get to your city. But the key is getting the people out there who haven't visited our amazing Paris or amazing Disney World to come visit us and check it out and see if they like it. They may stay, they may leave, they may come back once a year for family vacation. They may even like it so much in our Disney that they recommend it to somebody else. And that person might come in on the same highway or from a whole different place. Okay. I thought it was really cool. I hope my wording was okay. What do you guys think of that? Is that good, bad? Does that help anybody in how you're thinking about this or looking at it? Or am I just crazy?
No, it was helpful for me because I realized I don't have to be good at everything. I don't have to be an instructor to be awesome at this. But the 2B mindset coming in, that's really where I'm at. I'm really excited about getting the certification in September for it because food has always been my passion. So I've really enjoyed this, and my mom jumped on board. My stepdad jumped on board with this. They're not interested in the exercises. Yeah. And so, and they've already lost about 25 pounds between them. And so I'm just like, yes. So I think I'm finding my niche, as a coach as well. So
that is really cool. And the other thing, like when Mandy's saying that the power of the team is now that's a little tiny tool on all of our tool belts. When someone says, well, does the 2B mindset work? You can be like, let me tell you about our girl Mandy in the Pacific Northwest and her mom and dad. Like, because now we have that tool because our team works together. That's the power of having, I didn't push 2B mindset, so I don't have stories yet, personal ones. Now, the other thing that's on our tool belt is Beachbody's really good at sharing stories on beachbodychallenge.com. So if you think you don't have anybody, like if you literally have nobody or your own story, Beachbody's created those for us, and we're allowed to share those. And that's sometimes, hi there, that sometimes works better privately. You can share those things publicly, but that's super powerful in a private message. And I'll tell you one more thing about that. When I'm talking to someone, I pick the 1 or 2 or 5 stories from our team that are most relatable to the person I'm talking to. And I say, these are some other people on our team who have gone through similar things to what you've gone through. And were any of you on the call an hour ago, the last hour? Some of you were, and they talked about like objections, and Cam talked about how one way that she addresses objections. One of the things that I didn't think I was going to like that I love now is that there's these mega challenge packs that are like $200, $400 that I thought, this is just crazy. Like, it's hard enough to help someone with a $160 pack. I'm sure you all have gone through the same thing. But when they're talking about like the $14 option or the free option, and then you tell someone, well, you have, yeah, there's 14, or you could pay 180. 180 sounds so big. I don't go that route. I go, well, there's the 480 option. I don't know if that's what you're looking for. And sometimes they interrupt me and say, yeah, I want to go for it. Like, I've sold a couple $400 packs, which I was like, wait, what? You want to go for that one? Why don't you keep listening to me talk? I'll talk you lower. But after you say 480, 240 sounds really cheap, like half off. And then 180 or 160 sounds like, yeah, that's like free. You know what I mean? But if you start at 14, so that's one of the little just psychological things. And I like how Beachbody has that come up first when they view challenge packs on the shopping. So don't be afraid to show that. If you're in a phone call, it's easy because you could be like, well, here's option 1, and then they know there's going to be option 2. So I wouldn't like copy and paste every single pack in a message, but in a phone call, or like when we're talking back and forth, you can see someone's face. I think having 2 options, saying, well, there's option A, which is this. And one of the words that I've used is like, if I use Liz's before and after, they're like, well, I want to lose 65 pounds if that's impossible. And I was like, well, it was impossible for Liz, and then she lost 80. But I say this, but you need to know that she did everything. Like, she drank Energize, she drank Recover because she was not equipped to work out and not be sore. She drank Shakeology, she did the Beachbody On Demand. That doesn't mean you have to do all of them, but that's how she got to these 80 pounds. But then if they're really him-hawing around, I say, she lost 17 pounds in 21 days with just the workout and before the shakes even arrived. So I don't know. I hope that's helping. Wording on things is important. Okay. What else do we want to talk about? So that's all I had. That's all I had for tonight. We can be done. We're 19 minutes in, or we can chat about whatever you guys like. Mandy, that was awesome. Thank you for sharing that about 2B.
I thought that Rachel Hollis training was awesome. I'm 49 minutes in though, so I still have like 30 minutes left. I was trying to do it in like pockets, but so far it's been really, really good.
I'm glad that you were able to get in there. I know Cloud tried and she seemed to be having trouble. So you got in today, right?
Well, yeah, Liz sent me the link, so I used that one. But yes, I did today.
I wonder if that's the same. The password was no fear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody has the same.
I still have it minimized and paused on my computer.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, that was the Success Club prize, which I did not earn last month, and Liz was kind enough to illegally share with all of us, and we're recording this, and now she's put out there.
Just kidding, that didn't happen.
Yeah, but I loved it. I watched it yesterday also, and if you get a chance, even if it's like while you're brushing your teeth, if you can watch 10 minutes of it tonight before you go to bed. There's Tiff too. Hi, Tiff. I know Tiff and I chatted briefly yesterday, and I know she liked it. She's giving a thumbs up. So yeah, that's a good one if you haven't watched it. And I don't think that lasts forever. I think that'll vanish at some point.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish the last half an hour, and
yeah,
I'll upload my notes in the group. Not that you shouldn't still watch it, but
yes.
just in case you can't.
I thought it was very applicable to what we do as coaches, even though she's an author of the book Girl Wash Your Face, and she has a new book coming out. She was even giving away some free stuff. What's her, do you have it handy? Because she said if we go watch something and swipe up, is that still
She said
there?
in her stories though, and I felt like I went into it and it was gone because it was a day later.
Yeah, I probably missed that too.
That's what it was. It was in her stories, but 2 days ago. So I missed it. But it was just like books and podcasts that she felt were helpful for what we do.
Yes.
So I don't know if anybody grabbed it, but if so, if you could share, that'd be awesome.
She basically was offering a list of some of the things she likes in exchange for our email, which is sort of a lot of times what they, what the speaker wants is a way to continue to communicate with you. So when they have something new come out, they'll, but for me, I like that because some of this stuff I want to be notified when something new comes out. Oh my God, look at Tiff's thing she's folding for Scarlett. Or maybe that's for Tiff, I don't know. Or maybe that's for Sean, for all I know.
I think Tiff could probably fit into it.
After seeing Tiff and Sean's text thread about if she puts her big girl pants on, is how I'll say it, then for the weekend. But that's all I'll say. Go look at Tiff's post from earlier today. Gabby, you have anything else in the notes from Rachel Hollis that?
I mean, I have such a girl crush on her, but I was just like really moved by a lot of the things she said. Like I was like tearing up. I'm like, what am I doing right now? It's just ridiculous. Really emotional.
Yeah, the 10-10-1. Do you guys
Yes.
remember that?
I just read, that was like where I stopped, was the 10-10-1. And she said to visualize what the best version of your life would look like in 10 years. And then do that every day. And then every day also write down 10 goals or things that if you do them, you'll be set for your 10-year goal, if that kind of makes sense. And then it kind of becomes like a daily mantra. You like pretend like you're already there. Like she was saying, like I mean, this is kind of superficial, but I have I bought my mansion, I bought my convertible, or I mean, it could be something as simple as I was able to pay the mortgage off without dipping into my savings, whatever it may be, but say it every day like it's already true. And it kind of shifts your mindset into thinking, well, I got to move my butt in order to do that. So the plane, not to go like super in depth, but one thing she said I thought was kind of funny or interesting was the plane ticket. She said she just kept saying over and over and over again, I'm only going to fly first class. Like I'm only flying first class. And she was sitting in the middle of a coach seat, like in the middle, not even on the aisle or the window in Southwest. And she just said this over and over again for years. And she was like, I'm not doing anything in order to set myself up for that to happen. So she said she finally decided, it was kind of like a switch. Well, I'm traveling this often, and if people want me to speak, I'm just going to ask them if I can sit in first class because I need to be fresh and ready to speak. And she said she asked, and they were like, yeah, of course, that's what most people ask for. We were surprised you didn't ask already. And she was like, that was so simple. Like, but I need to like write down what do I need to do in order to get my goal. Just saying your goal over and over again isn't really going to get you anywhere if you don't know what you're going to do to get there.
Yeah, I love that. That was one of the things that resonated with me. How she kept saying, I only fly first class. I only fly first class. Even though she wasn't there, she was saying it in her head. And if you guys just think about what's something for you, if you keep saying, I'm never going to get there, I'm never going to get there, is that really like a loser mentality going to get you there? I mean, you kind of got to think like a winner if you want to be a winner. I mean, you don't win and then you're like, oh, I should start thinking like a winner. You start thinking like a winner, and that's how you win in anything, in sports or life or I'm sure motherhood. I love when Tiff's theme lately to me, if I had to put it in one song, it used to be Katy Perry, but lately it's Meet Me in the Middle. I just love it when she's using that with Scarlett. She's like, how come toddlers don't apply to this, like, just Meet Me in the Middle song? And she'll have that playing in the back of her Insta stories every couple days. But yeah, think like a winner. What's it hurt? What's it hurt to think like a winner? No one knows what you're thinking, you know?
Can I say one more thing since we were talking about objections in the last call?
Yeah.
So one thing she said, and I feel like we hear it over and over again, I don't know, but when she said it, for some reason it resonated with me. But she was talking about how to deal with objections, rejections, and like confidence struggles. So like every time you hear an objection or hear a no, like your confidence just plummets. And again, we've heard this from other people, but she said, first of all, if it was easy, everyone would do it. She said, again, plan for no. So she said somebody told her that they reached out to 110 people and she got 100 no's, and she was really upset about it. And Rachel was like, what do you mean? That's amazing. That means you got 10 yeses. Like, so you have to think in that way. And she also said too, because I think we always are so worried about, again, the word sales and the word selling. And I think one thing that really got me was she was like, you guys are selling products, but that is okay. But I feel like we kind of like try to reword it and like make it like we're not selling products because we don't want to be salesy. But what she said was that sales is not a dirty word. Sales is how we grow. Sales is how we live. But if you believe in the product, it doesn't feel like selling. It feels like you're doing them a favor. So I don't know. Again, I've heard it before, but I've never heard anybody say that in particular in regards to sales. Again, I felt like I always beat around the bush too. I'm not selling something. I'm providing them with a service, or which I am, but I don't know. It made it sound like selling was a good thing.
Yeah. I love the way she worded stuff. The whole.
Yeah, I think that's just what it was. I was like, oh my gosh, that's what I'm trying to say, but you just said it better.
Right. And this is just more proof that the more of this personal development, the more books we can read, the more videos we can watch, the more different coaches who we can hear, like someone somewhere is going to resonate more, you know, with all of us. And I'm sure you probably don't like the way Scott presents this, for all I know, but there's lots of other people that you can go to for their perspective or their approach or the way they attack this. One of the selling things I accidentally came up with, I don't even know how, I don't want to try and take credit for anything, but I started one day worrying about the selling, and I said, you know what, I'm not selling it, Beachbody's selling it. I just started like acting like it's not here. I don't have a warehouse here. I don't have, like, if someone buys something, I don't literally package it and send it to them. So I started thinking like I'm a middleman or something. I'm just like if they were going to buy any other thing, this chair, like if I told them about an office chair, I'm just telling them about something that I like. I like this office chair, you know? So I don't know, that helped me like separate myself from the sales, even though you're right, sales isn't a bad thing. And the way she said that was really good. But if that helps you, like Beachbody's the one doing everything. They're selling it.
Yeah, and you're right too with like, you like the chair, so you're just gonna tell people about it. You like a pair of jeans, you're gonna tell people about it.
Yeah. We get bent out of shape because we make money. Like,
yeah, I know. Yeah.
We don't feel like we deserve anything ever. Yeah. And I mean, that's sad, but it's because all of us are good-hearted people. We don't want to, like, I don't know. We all know it's good for them, but you forget sometimes. So that's just personal development, the power of personal development. You hear something like, oh yeah, that's fine. Shout out to Tiff for hosting Super Saturday in West Virginia and Petersburg Saturday. Like, I don't know, guys. That was a lot of leaders.
Thanks for coming.
No problem. We loved it. We kept raving about it the whole ride home. We were mad.
So you thought it was a good turnout?
Well, I told you, like I hosted once in my life, and 4 people came, or maybe 5, but 3 of them were me, Cloud, and Liz, and Cloud kind of had to come because it was at her house. So we had, I think Liz had 1 guest, Kylie, Liz, is that right? I don't know.
You guys made it free as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think we did a little workout that day too. But yours was awesome, Tiff. It really was.
I'll have to think about what I'm going to do in October. I don't know.
Right.
Because I liked doing it there, but I also think it's fun to go to the big ones sometimes too. But.
Right. My only thought on that is, and I have no inside track. If I hear anything, I'll let you know. They posted this July one, when we were at the April one, they posted the July one, and Autumn wasn't coming at that time. Like, you remember? And then at some point in May or June, so we're hoping, all of us here in our area, that Sean T might pop in here sometime. And there was a rumor that he was going to be here in October. Now, they announced our super weekend, October 19th and 20th, but there's no super trainer announced at this time.
Okay.
Just keep in mind that at some later time, they might be like, oh, by the way, but I mean, you can always modify yours and be like, sorry guys, we're headed to Pittsburgh instead. If that's a concern, because I know a lot of your girls said if he comes, that'll get them all up here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of wait and see what happens. But it was fun. It wasn't nearly as stressful to plan as I thought it would be. So
yeah.
Mandy, if you ever wanted to host one where you live, you should totally do it.
I think you have to be Emerald though, don't you?
I don't know.
You
I
might.
thought once I read you have to be an Emerald to do it.
That's months away from now. You're going to be Emerald in October.
That's true too.
I was just talking to somebody about coaching today, so cross your fingers, guys.
Yeah, you're going to be Emerald in October, so don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
There's a couple over in Seattle that I'm following, and this last one, it fell through, and so don't know why, but it did.
That's
but I got
normal.
to okay.
The
That's the host one. I would
Let's do them
totally
again next month.
Mandy, did Super Saturday fall through, or did a coach fall through? Okay.
Super Saturday, yeah. And so.
Oh, I thought you meant a coach.
No, just today I was talking to a gal about about coaching. I've talked to her a couple of times about it, and so she's interested in joining our group actually. And so I'm just she had some Shakeology. She tried it, and then she's like, yeah, I don't know. She liked it, but she's like, I don't know about the cost. And so I talked to just messaging more about it, and I said, there's always the 25% discount, So.
Yes, absolutely.
And
A good line for
It's hard for people to like find the value in it until they actually try it and like see how much different they feel like in a month. But yeah, the sticker value, like the sticker shock price, usually people are like, oh my gosh, because you can go to GNC and get something for like half the cost. But
that's what she said. She went to Costco and got a
wherever.
protein drink. And I was like, yeah, the nutrients aren't, there. I said, so I even went and I was like, if you need a vitamin supplement, hey, there's.
Did you put her in my superfoods group?
No, not yet. I should. Oh my gosh, yes.
Put her in there because I am I'm trying to every day post a different ingredient that's in Shakeology. And it's a free group open to anybody who just wants to learn more about superfoods. And I'm secretly like, I'm talking about Shakeology, but I call it Superfoods 101. And every day I share a different ingredient.
Love it. Very cool. I was just asked yesterday to be like a vendor, do a vendor booth. Is that kosher? Is that okay?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do that.
We have up here, it's called First Friday, where all the businesses local in town, they open the doors and they stay later anyways. One of them, she asked if I would do a booth because I've known her daughter since I was in high school. And she owns the clothing shop. And so, but she's going to have a couple of other ones. So it's August 3rd. So.
Awesome. Are you going to do like 2B mindset in your booth or talk more about Shakeology?
I would like to do a little bit of everything if I can. I mean, not everything, but I have a Shakeology bag. Beach bars. I just bought a whole thing of beach bars. I'm hoping to give samples out. I'm hoping that's okay. Just little pieces of it, because I think people remember that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the 2B mindset. I wanted to have the tracker. I'm gonna get a new one because my tracker's all. I don't want people looking at my tracker. I mean, maybe I should. I don't know. This is an example of my tracker. I do love the program.
This is really good news. Maybe we can do. I'm watching the timer click down. I have a lot to talk about events like that. So maybe we can either put a post in Mom Squad, or we can have another call and talk about those things. So we're out of time. There's two things I want to say about what we were just talking about. Super Saturday for all of you can be as simple as you and one other person at your house watching the video from corporate, and that's it. Or it can be as complex as 1,000 people are expected at the October weekend thing in Pittsburgh. So don't get freaked out if you're like, you always see the pictures of Super Saturday having all these people and think you have to rent a hotel or whatever. And you can invite whoever you want. You don't have to make it open to the whole world. You can just be like, hey, there's 5 spots or 2 spots, or my couch fits 3 and I'll sit on the floor. So Super Saturday, anybody can host one, like Tiff said. And then when you're doing the customer enrollment, a simple line, Liz goes to this a lot, right before they're about to like start the enrollment, if you're helping them do the enrollment, you can say the last question is, would you like to pay full price or would you like a discount? Like that's one way to bring up the coaching side of it. When it gets rid of all this explanation about, well, you could be a coach, but you don't have to do anything, and you could be a discount coach or a hobby coach or a full-time coach, or you could be a full-time coach and then change your mind and be that, you know what I mean? So just that simple line, like, would you rather pay full price or get a discount? And that's been effective for a lot of us. So a lot of us on our team have chosen to help people with the discount only and try, but there are some people that have just customers only, and they're not building a team of coaches. So that's totally up to you. We could talk more about that later too. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Anything else you guys want to talk about? We're going to come back to that thing with the setting up a table and stuff. Anybody? Charity, thank you for having us out to the camp. That was really fun. Watching Liz get flipped in a kayak by Charity's 2 boys was the highlight of my 3-week trip.
That was so hilarious.
I had a blast, but yeah, I just wanted to say thanks to Coach Scott for putting on this call tonight. I know that you're dealing with a lot of back pain issues and everything. And it's so exciting to see everybody on, especially after we had a big team call tonight. It was really cool to see you, Mandy, because I know you're so far away. That's all. It's great to see you guys. Sorry I couldn't chime in a whole lot more. I'm driving, and Bargain Bob's here. Bargain Bob Coach is here.
Coach Bob. Oh, we got to count him. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 8 coaches on the call.
$14.
Yes.
He said he's making his $14 cycle bonuses.
Go, Bob, go. Team cycle bonuses. Way to go. Mandy, you got on. I thought my cousin Jenna, who lives in San Diego, was going to be on. So maybe we can even connect you guys as success partners since you're in the Pacific time zone, if it's a little easier to talk to each other. And in no time, you'll both have your own teams and you won't need us anymore. You'll just be rocking out West Coast time with hundreds of people on these calls. All right, I think it's going to hang up on us. Thank you for jumping on. We're going to try Wednesdays unless anyone else has feedback, but I guess we're out of time to talk about that right now. But we're going to try Wednesdays. Brianna's off work Wednesdays. She's working nights. And Jenna said that was a good night. And that was the 2 people who I most recently talked to about wanting to be on calls. So Mandy, if this is a good time for you, we hope to be back next Wednesday at 9:45. But we can adjust and we can have more calls. We can have daytime calls, small pods of calls, like Tiff can have a call just with Mandy, whatever. So don't wait for Scott to do something. Please go run, do whatever you want to do. It's all up to you, however you want to make this go. I hope everybody's going to try something on Monday. I'm going to attempt lift 4. I hope that I'll be feeling good. I got my invite to Joel's private group. So if you're looking to be in Joel's group, you have to, accept the email invitation to do that. And we can talk more about that too. Info is in the Power Crew about that right now, currently. I didn't really want to go 40 minutes, but we can't. We've never ended one early, I don't think. So we could. All right, we're going to end it. Nice.